So Ken, you mentioned all of this great inspection work we do in the field. And one of the things I always think about, and I think our clients think about, is how do you synthesize all of this engineering data, inspection data, remediation data in a way, or simplify it in a way that makes sense for utility to digest?
It's a great question. I think it is a challenge because done right, there's a lot of data to manage and to interpret. And so what we've done at Exo is we've created a scoring system, like we do audits on a scale of 100. We do A, B, C, D, and F, and these are very they're relatable grading systems, but that resides in a portal that we, as we inspect, whether we're inspecting with an aerial drone or a man that's inspecting an inspector that's doing NDT aerially, we will take that data and those images, and we will review and annotate those images and assign a score of the health condition of that structure. And you can imagine you have hundreds and thousands of structures, but a straightforward grading system on an A through F scale is relatable, and it's actionable because you can set up time periods on what needs to be replaced, what can be remediated, stabilized, and extended. How can you bring it back up to an A if possible? That approach has been very helpful for our clients to see that there is data that's being gathered. It's being filtered through an engineering knowledge that we have at Exo and documented not only with the place for that data to live, but the score that that asset received. With that, there's all sorts of analytics and all sorts of programs you can run to manage and appropriately apply the funds that it would take to extend the life of not just that individual asset, but the line, the circuit that structure is in and all of its neighboring structures.
I think that's right, Ken. As you think about all this data we collect, we have to be able to have a story with our clients at multiple levels. At a C-suite level, they want to know the health of their overall system. At an individual regional manager, tell me about this particular transmission line. And for the guys in the field, whether it's us or it's a line crew, they've got to send out. I got to know all the way down to the singular bolt that's the problem. To be able to look at that from a very macro level and then dive all the way down into the micro is critically important. And then, like you said, you collect enough of that data over time, and you can synthesize it into predictive analytics and predictive modeling where they should spend the money. It's a real value to the client.
And it's delivered in a way that then can be delivered, as you say, to maybe the non-technical folks, but are still decision makers and stakeholders at the utility, to understand visually yellow pins and red pins and green pins, and this is the transmission line on a map. It's it facilitates a discussion about the right things.
That's right.
And it allows the right actions to become self-evident.
That's right. Yeah, you don't want to spend a bunch of time on the 90% of your infrastructure that's in great shape. You want to spend all your time and focus and attention on the 5 or 10% of your system that has problems.
And the risk management and asset management folks appreciate that targeted approach.
Absolutely.